Hello, today we'll be covering 5 geometrical shapes. To start off, I'll be going over shapes like the square pyramid, tetrahedron, cone, sphere, and dodecahedron. I'll go through the step-by-step process of building each shape so that you can apply these methods to your 3D printing creations. In the next video, we'll be going over more complex structures and figures, so be on the lookout for it. Also, if you haven't seen our last video on Introduction to CADing, please check it out in the description and enjoy this video. For our first object, we'll be creating a cone. The first thing you want to do when you first start sketching is to break the final 3D shape down into simpler 2D shapes or parts. Since we are creating a cone, I am planning to break it down into a triangle. So let's draw a triangle with the line feature right here. This will allow us to easily create the object we want. The Revolve Tool helps you define a 3D object by revolving a sketch around a center line or point that you have made. This is why we started our sketch with a line in the middle of the plane. Now press the Revolve tool from the 3D Models selection tab, and then choose the Axis option and select the middle line. If this does not work, make sure the lines on your sketch are connected. Apply the Revolve tool, and now we have our cone. Now, for our next shape, I will be making a sphere using the Revolve feature once again. To start off, the simple shape we are starting with is a circle. So we will place a circle in the origin with a diameter of 1 inch. Next, we will place a line in between the circle so we can have 2 sketch surfaces to work with. Now select the Revolve tool from the 3D Models selection tab right here, and select one of the sketch surfaces that we just created. To revolve this sketch, select an axis and press OK to finish creating the sphere. This is our finished sphere. Next up, we'll be creating a square pyramid. There are different methods to create a square pyramid, and this method will be a simple and quick way for beginners to easily learn and make. To start off, I'll be creating a sketch of a square. I'll be using the extrude feature to extrude my square by 1 inch. To make the tip of the triangle, I'll be tapering the square by -30 degrees. When you guys make it at home, with practice, you can experiment with different measurements and customize it to your preferences. Press OK, and now you have your finished square pyramid. For the tetrahedron, we'll be using similar steps from the square pyramid. This time, we will start off by sketching a triangle. If you still need more time to familiarize yourself with the steps, you can practice again with this shape by following along and copying my steps. Just like the square pyramid, we will now extrude and taper it at an angle. This time, the angle will be -20 degrees and it will be extruded by 1 inch. This is the finished tetrahedron. The dodecahedron consists of a few more steps than the other shapes, so it's okay if you take a few tries to master it. Since some people are using Fusion 360 instead of Inventor, I'll demonstrate the process of creating the dodecahedron on Fusion 360. To begin, we will start a sketch on the XZ plane. We will create a 5-sided circumscribed polygon with an apothem length of 50 millimeters. If you cannot find any of the tools I am referencing, you can press S on your keyboard and search the tool up. This is very helpful for finding features around Fusion 360. The next step will be converting the polygon we just created into a patch. Search up patch and select the sketch. We are patching the sketch to allow us to work with surfaces easier. Copy the patch on the browser to the left and paste it into the same patch we just copied. Now we can rotate the patch. Make sure to select rotate. It is the third option to the right. Select the side you want to rotate on. Type in the formula on the screen into the degree box. This formula instructs the software to rotate the face we created into the position we want. Press OK and search for the circular pattern tool. The circular pattern tool copies an object and pastes it around an axis. Choose 5 because the polygon we are adding on has 5 sides. Press OK, and now we will use the Move/Copy tool. Select all the faces we created and check the Copy button. Change the Y and Z axis to 180 degrees to rotate and flip the new created bodies. Then, use the point-to-point feature to move our bottom portion of the dodecahedron onto the top portion. Our last step is to stitch the two bodies. And now we have our solid dodecahedron. Thank you for watching this video. This video was provided by AlphaGenesis6436. Please look out for new content in the future. Even if you do not have a 3D printer at home, there are local community colleges, libraries, and online services that you can send your designs to. See ya!